Live from Acadiana, your local news leader, this is Meet Your Neighbor.
Good afternoon and welcome to Meet Your Neighbor. It's Wednesday, and that means Eye on Scams, of course, as we always are. We're joined now with Chris Babin with the Better Business Bureau of Acadiana. Thank you, Chris, for joining us this afternoon. We're talking about aspiring social media influencers and how scammers are targeting them. So, Chris, tell us how they're doing this.
So with the growth of the internet, especially with social media, you know, people have been paid to promote products, and we call those social media influencers. Recently, the NCAA announced that athletes can now be paid for promotion, so it's opened up a whole new arena of people that can influence products online. And what we found out is that some people are being asked to be social media influencers by a scammer who's pretending to be a company. They need money and stuff from you up front, potentially for a background check and certain things, and in the end, they're not getting a job or a contract as an influencer. They're just being scammed out of money. And
Chris, does this relate to NCAA athletes? I know that was just announced. That is also going into the scam as well.
Yeah, it's an area where it's an area and opportunity for the scammers. Anybody that could potentially be an influencer on social media should, take a second look if you're asked by a company to influence or promote their product, because what we've had reports of is that they're being required to purchase the product that never shows up because, of course, the scammer's not with that reputable brand or company as they pretend to be, and people are losing money to this.
Absolutely, and that's what happens a lot. Now, dealing with this scam, Chris, how can we look out for it, and what are some tips to look out for?
So just like any type of employment scam, make sure that you are, looking for a contract. You know everything in writing. If something would come up, that you know what you're going to receive on the end and how much you have to pay on the front end. And all of those unsolicited communications, whether it's text, social media message or anything, make sure you're taking a second look at though. Do a search for the company as well. If it's not something you've heard of or it's not something that the company says they're offering, it's probably a scam.
All right, some helpful tips there. And Chris, if someone does need to report a scam, how can they contact you?
BBB.org/scam tracker. We encourage people to let us know what's going on. That way we can come on and let everybody know what we're seeing locally in Acadiana.
And that's how we tell you all about these scams to watch out for. Thank you, Chris, as always.
Absolutely.
And thank you for joining us. We'll see you for next Wednesday for Eye on Scams.